Test, test. Switch channel. Okay, guys, so welcome back. Hopefully, it's streaming. I'm not sure. It started over here, but on YouTube, there's nothing. Welcome back, guys. I wanted to do a quick stream today. I'm literally not finding any time, but I always said that I will do my best. I will not just skip what I'm trying to achieve, the passion that I have for this thing to work. I finished work today. It's a Friday. I finished work. I went to the gym, and it was not a weightlifting session at all. I'm using Jeff Nippard's new book, but for today especially, I wanted to try something I was thinking about for months now. Uh, and actually, Greg Doucette, if you watch his videos, he motivated me to do it. I started cycling. It's not the bicycle or the normal bike that you would cycle in the streets on, or on the road, sorry, or in like the designated areas, but in the gym. It was like those homemade ones. What was it called? I forgot. A spinning bike, I think. I did around 20 minutes. My legs got demolished, destroyed. I did legs the previous day also. So this might be the reason my legs are hurting a lot. I couldn't even walk properly going back home. Anyways, I went to work, finished work, finished gym, came back home. Till now, I'm without food. I ordered fast food. And yeah, I was like, let me just stream better. There is no, you can't say that there is some movement happening on this new channel that I've created. But my goal is that, or the point is that I need to move it. Whatever I'm uploading, shorts are not picking up. Videos, long form, they need so much work, I think. But we'll try our best to work it out. Anyways, I got a new idea. It's not necessarily to always react on hotels. Whoever or whomever checked my videos the first time, it's not necessarily to always react. I will just start maybe reacting to already travel videos that were done. Now, of course, there are so many keywords, for example, to search from, but I was like, let me just write hotel. And now the search is different actually. But yeah, I'm just checking something over here. Ugh. Some crazy videos came up, musical videos mostly. Why is the algorithm fucking it up? I was like, yeah, maybe I can react to not only travel content but hotels in general. Like if someone is reviewing a hotel, we can also start reacting to it, and I can post it. Most of these hotel in Paris, afternoon tea and deluxe luxury suite. So you can find some content. I think once we watch a video or two, like the whole algorithm will change my feed or the main page. It will flood with new videos or similar videos at least. Let me just play some videos over here. Maybe then we can get better content. I might literally eat on stream. I don't want to end the stream. And when I try eating on stream, it feels very weird because maybe I'm not used to it, but I saw so many streamers eating on stream. I don't think it will affect. Anyways, content like this one, for example. Now, this one is posted a year ago. Let me just show you. Let me just first, before anything, sorry, yeah, this is my channel over here. Before anything, let me just check if my stream is going, my stream is running or not. Yeah. Anyways, as we were talking over here, content like this, for example, staying in the 50 weirdest hotels on earth, and maybe then we can react to them, for example. And of course, if people started tuning in, they can give us suggestions also, or they can start sending us videos also. Come inside our Glee Hotel full room tour. So yeah, we can like go in depth and like what the hell is Glee Hotel, for example. This is the first time I hear about them. Still the 6 hotel bathroom tricks designer videos. But I'm seeing so many music videos back to the hotel. 16 years ago. Holy shit. I never heard the song. Attached free hotel breakfasts. I think this Ryan Tahan. Is it him? No. Wait, this is this guy, right? Yeah. This guy like is a travel vlogger
A
or
while
what?
back, I tested the most
No, my headphones are not on, so sorry for the double voice. 2 weeks, 1 month, places in America, Grand Canyon. Yeah, so I think he got bored from travel videos or hotel videos. Sorry, I tried every room on the most expensive cruise. We can also check cruises, but my point is that there is 100% more content on YouTube and any other place. I mean, videos that we can react to. Unlimited content till we find our, let's say, not niche, but something that can pick up. What I do while Ryan films travel videos. Who's this? Haley Pham. Is it like his GF maybe? Anyways, you got the idea. So I tried this today. No, this is like the normal bicycle, the spinning wheel. Can you profit from a first class flight? This is almost similar to what we want to review, similar to what this guy is doing also. So these creators are actually important for our next step. They're actually important. I tried 5 levels of airplane seats. Could be. Could be. I'll be very honest. I shouldn't feel weird or start acting weird. If the food arrives and I don't feel like eating on stream, maybe I'll cut it off for a few minutes and then I would go on. Otherwise, God knows what will happen next. Just one moment.
I wanted to actually watch one more. I'm not going to end yet. I wanted to see this
is farming you so bad for TTS
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, keep destroying. Yeah, it's really destroying my mind.
through your Rumble views. You've really fallen off. You've got to step up your game.
Well,
You're through your Rumble views. You've really fallen off. You've got to step up your game.
well, I don't really count the views. What matters is the content.
So he's selling a shirt that says "Deport Sneeko." He said, "Oh, you don't want to collab? Let's see how you like the Groypers' enemies." Oh, now you want, and then I say, okay, let's debate, because you can't confront me physically. Aiden Ross said, let's schedule a fight on Brand Risk. What would happen if I had a fight with Pablo Fuencimro? You know what would happen. So I said, let's debate. You want to deport me? You're saying you're tweeting about me every day. You're posting your Telegram about me. You're talking in these leaked messages about me. Let's debate. He can't do it. You know what his justification was? You don't get viewers. I had
Who spread Islam to China, Africa, Spain, was it not Alul Sunnah? Shia, what have you done?
Okay. His justification for not debating while selling a Deport Sneeko shirt and saying that I'm his enemy and he hates me every day, allegedly, well, pretty much, is that he has more viewers. Look what he's saying about viewers here.
Through your Rumble views. You've really fallen off. You've got to step up your game.
Well, I don't really count the views. What matters is
Oh. I don't really count the views except when I am running away from a debate. All right, so again here, what do you say here? He's not a Sneeko hater?
Mestizo sent $20. One thing about you is you're holding back. You could easily make a hit piece on Sneeko and go in on him for good.
Oh, I easily could do that. I could easily. That's just not how I play, though. I'm not a hater.
Does this ever get tiring for the people that still... Does this ever get tiring for people? I'm not a hater.
Go W clip. Still hate you. Still hate you. Still hate him, but that's like one of the funniest clips of the... Oh, I easily could do that. I could easily... That's just not how I play, though. I'm not a hater. The things that I say about Sneeko are descriptive. It's not hate. I'm not hating on him. I don't hate him. I don't think about him. I don't care about him.
He's selling a shirt right now, and he bought a domain to deport Sneeko. He's currently selling merch with my name on it.
I comment and describe the situation. And
no, you know what he is? It's backtracking because he realizes that he's not winning, that this is destroying his credibility, that it's not going to be as easy as he thought, and now he's trying to reframe it.
You ever notice it's like when I talk about Sneeko, it's either just like joking around or it's just like I'm talking about his character as a person. I'm like,
yeah, when you dox me, when you message the person that's stalking me, I'm just joking around. This is why this pressure is necessary for all the kuffar. And they're going to think that they're unique and special. They really all do. You're the same. Your credibility needs to be called out because when someone actually exposes how much you lie, no one's going to take you seriously anymore.
You know, clearly he's somebody who only cares about clout, uses people.
Cares about clout. You said he wouldn't debate me while selling a shirt with my name on it because he has more viewers. Only cares about using people. I made his career. Sneeko really put me on. He's also saying that he's counter-signaling the movement that he's a part of to get mainstream approval.
IQ, like pathological attention seeker, no shame. When he goes after me, it's just like gossipy stuff. Gossipy. I know about you. I'm going to say something about you.
No, you're a fraud. You're a liar. You're counter-signaling the movement. You're a Sephardic Jew, Mexican, who's pretending to be a white nationalist Christian. You are clearly selling your own people out because you just want power. You're subverting the movement. You hate everything when it's not about you. You're mad about the Tucker Carlson coalition because you're not a part of it because everyone hates you there. You ankle bite Candace Owens, Dan Bilzerian, Tucker Carlson. You glaze Rabbi Mizrahi. You are destroying a movement that's critical of Israel. We need to change this. And all you're doing is helping them out. I don't care about gossip. I don't care about this midget Mexican. If I don't have to ever speak about this person again, my life would be better. Do you think that people want to have to talk about this obvious homosexual cat boy? No. But this needs to be called out so that we can finally be like, all right, this is a waste of energy. This person is subverting the movement.
Oh, well, you're Jewish. Well, you said you don't go to church. Well, what about Catboy this and you're this and this? And it's just very like, this is just very...
Well, it's all true. You are a Catboy, you don't go to church, and you are a Jew.
Like low frequency, gossipy. It's just like shit talk versus...
Okay. It's just like, now he plays the high ground about...
The year. Sneeko's good at the deadpan. He's good at playing the straight man in the bit. So credit where it's due. Good content for sure. Still hate you.
Still hate you. Still hate you. This is the obvious feminine homosexual. Still hate you. You're my... I don't hate him.
Oh, man. Oh, man. I was like crying laughing. That's how funny that.
Good Kefir. Okay, let's just move on from this dude. And this is why, look, he's trying to reframe it right now because he realizes he's losing viewers and credibility. People aren't taking it seriously anymore. So now he's going to try the thing, oh, I'm better than this. Who started this? Who started it? Do you remember? Let me refresh your memory.
What is this guy's fucking problem? Yesterday, Memorial Day weekend, he goes on stream and he goes, you know, Nick Fuentes needs to be more of a unifier. The way he treats people's really inconsistent. He trashes Candace, then he wants to do a stream. This guy needs to do this.
Yep.
Don't get mad. No big deal, right? I'm like, whatever. I'm on a boat. I'm hanging out with the like, it's no big deal. Then today, fresh, Monday, I'm watching a clip from his stream. He goes, let's look at all the different Israel critical streamers. Who's going to unify the anti-Israel movement? Nick Fuentes, 10%. Dan Bilzerian, 35%. Me, 35%. I'm like, okay.
Okay.
You know what?
You know what?
Fuck Sneeko.
Oh.
Fuck you. I have had it
I'm not a hater. I'm not a hater. I just use rhetoric.
up to here with Sneeko. I have been tolerant. I have been far too nice. I have been taken for a sucker. You don't want my friendship. You don't want me as a friend. Let's see how you like me as an enemy. Okay, pal? I go out.
Yeah, it's not vindictive. It's not gossip. You don't want me as a friend? Well, let's see how you like my terrorists attacking you. Let's see how you like this dox.
To New York. He doesn't want to do the collab. Then he takes a 30-minute call from Dan Kazarian.
Oh, he took a
shitting on
call?
me. He says, I'm sorry, that was the wrong thing to do. I say, okay, I'll let it slide. I still like the guy. And then it's just an unrelenting stream of sneak dissing. It's almost like it's in the name, sneak dissing me. He's not a unifier. He treats people badly. He's not going to unify the movement. It's going to be this loudmouth fucking manlet Jew that's going to lead the movement. Oh, okay. That's the way it's going to be?
Okay.
Iceman used to be a nice man. Now it's on site. Now it's on site.
It's on site? What's up? He said it's on site. This means attack in public. He tells his fans to grape die for him. On site, green lit. Now it's just rhetoric. Now I'm talking. What did you think was going to be the response? How did you think this was going to turn out? Where did you think this was going to go?
You don't want me as a friend? You don't want to collab? Oh, I'm just all about the drama? You know what? Fuck you, man. Fuck you.
Careful what you wish for.
Avocados from Mexico.
All right. Netanyahu sings happy birthday to Lindsey Graham and hands him a cake. And then Graham jokes, you should have been seeing the cake the Saudis got me.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Senator. That's good. Happy birthday. Boy, really spoiling you right now.
You should saw the cake the Saudis got me. You wasn't even good.
Okay, this is what I'm saying, bro. We gotta wake up as an Ummah. You have the worst people in the world. All of them, too, they look like Bond villains. They just look like the archetypal villain in any action movie.
Look at the cake. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, you gay. Keep bombing. Good guy. Good white conservative GOP Christian doing my bidding.
Yeah, and they're saying rest and piss at him. Yeah, inshallah he's burning in feces and excrement. And all the feces and excrement he rolled around in on earth, inshallah he's burning in hell with it, boiling in it for eternity. Yeah, but this does signal to people, bro, look at how they're treating the Saudis, bro. These are the gatekeepers of the holy city, Medina. They have the keys to the Kaaba.
Thank you, Mark.
Mazel tov.
I got my wish.
Said Mazel tov to a white Christian GOP politician.
Lindsay, all we can offer you, and that's the max, we're giving you another 50 years.
Really don't like that. Average Groiper, what's this? So is this the white nationalist movement? Yes, rumors about me hooking up with the black men on Grindr when I was 18 are true. It was my first sexual experience with a guy. I was drunk when I told people this in a group chat. Now it leaked and everyone knows about that. Lol, the people that are attacking me for it are political. Zoomer nationalist. What is this?
I want that big fucking LeBron James up my fucking hole. 9. Fuck. Give me some LeBron fucking sweaty.
Okay, my bad for showing this. Okay, gross. And look at the hypocrisy. You guys are laughing at it. Yeah, I know. That's the white nationalist movement. So I tweeted at Elon Musk. I love using his tweets. This is a good tweet advice for people in here. For the soldiers on Twitter doing great jobs. You guys are doing great. Just copy Elon Musk tweets. He always does this. Whoa. Concerning. Target emoji. Wow. NBC News reports a pastor is accused of having sex with at least one underage boy. Having sex, you mean him? And an adult man without telling him he was HIV positive. And officials say they fear there might be additional victims. Whoa. Are they going to call this a Christian grooming gang? Do you think Elon Musk's going to amplify this? Is Tommy Robinson going to talk about the problems of Christianity in America? Are they going to go blame all Christians? A pastor is having sex, raping an underage boy and an adult man, and he's HIV positive? A Christian pastor? Surely Elon Musk's going to talk about it. Surely Tommy Robinson is going to chimp out. Surely Patrick Bet-David will cover it. No. Because they don't actually care about the victims. They don't care about rape. They don't care about HIV positive people spreading it into church. All they care about is their political agenda. They're kuffar. They only unite on hating Muslims. That's why they're not going to talk about it. So I tweeted at Elon Musk, whoa, interesting, concerning. And the difference is, I want you guys to hear this. Someone clip this. Yes. A pastor is accused of having sex with an underage boy, giving him HIV, not telling him, in a church. Should Christianity be responsible? No. Clearly, this pastor is not a real Christian. Clearly, he's not a follower of Jesus if he is giving gay AIDS to an underage boy. This is not representative of the religion of Christianity. No, Pope Leo wouldn't promote this stuff. But that's the difference. If this happened in a masjid, best believe all these chuds would blame all of Islam. That's the difference between us and them. The believers and the kuffar. You see this article, you see this tweet, I'm not going to blame all Christians. I'm not going to say there's a Christianity problem. I'm going to single this person out and say that he is a degenerate freak and he's an outsider. He does not represent the religion. This is how all these stories need to be treated. They're clearly not following the rules of God. Don't blame what's overall good. Don't blame the actions of this one person on something that's overall good and gives guidance to people. It's wrong. So this is Epstein. No, not Epstein. Sorry. His friend, Elon Musk. I said deport, right? Elon Musk wants me deported. I think you should be deported for these dance moves. Goes high on... I'm so quirky. This is destroying Western civilization. This is corrupting Americans.
What's stopping you from marrying both Itachi and Korra? They'd obey you and raise your kids.
Relax. And I'm gonna lie, look, so he wants me to be deported. Type one in the chat if you think Elon Musk should be deported just for doing this on stage. That was horrible. I think this is far more worthy of deportation than anything I did, bro. Yeah. Dude's off of his rocker on. Oh, maybe you got it from Tommy. Or you could dance like this and be in the war room. This is why Red Pill's done. I've been saying it for years. Red Pill's dead because these people will tell you to go put on short shorts and get drunk in the war room because it's gay to live with your wife. The Red Pill is a path to homosexuality. They want you to be in the war room sipping Johnny Walker under the table giving a blowjob to a dude in Muay Thai shorts. That's masculine. That's real Red Pill and alpha male. Living with your wife, that's gay, bruv. You're going to be in the war room naked dancing with me. Cool, this is epic. Epic moves. Nigga's 40 years old doing a dance sleepover. What? Anyway, but yeah, that's why you got to leave the Red Pill, bro. You're going to end up here. And it's getting worse. Look at Alan Dershowitz. So, you remember Alan Dershowitz? This is Epstein's lawyer. Literally. Alan Dershowitz is also, you know, they say a lot of things about Muslims, but they won't talk about this. He publicly argued that adults should be allowed to have sex with 14-year-old children. 1997, Dershowitz wrote a co-ed for Los Angeles Times, argued that the age of consent should be lowered to 15, right? Literally, Jeffrey Epstein's lawyer. Look what Trump's saying about him. The highly respected Alan Dershowitz, the entire world hates him. They're trying to contain this. Has written a powerful new book, Why I Quit the Dems, and why you should too. And so should you. The Dems. The Dems. Remember when Kyle said that? Andrew Tate said, what's the one group you can't criticize? And Kyle from the Nelk goes, the Dems? No, it's the Jews. The Dems? They're using right-wing politics to control this conversation and get people to blame leftists. All right, Confessions of a Reluctant Republican. Alan is a great American patriot who understands the wisdom and courage it takes to defend democracy from communism, and it is our honor to welcome into the party of common sense. There are many others like Alan who feel abandoned by the radical left Democrats and are fleeing to the Democrat Party Blue States for Freedom. This is a book for you. Pre-order your copy today. Okay, so do you think Alan Dershowitz is really leaving the left because he's tired of leftist policies? He doesn't want to be a commie? Or is the right wing completely subverted by Israel and he's just doing it because he is serving his own interests? Did he finally, at the age of like 89 years old, realize that he's not a communist? Or does he just see that the MAGA movement is bending over and worshiping Israel every day? This is how pathetic the Trump administration is getting. The highly respected Alan Dershowitz. Do you even know what he looks like? This is one of the most disgusting looking people I've ever seen in my life. Just look up, I don't even have to pull up a weird picture, just go to Google Images. This is, dude has the most clear demon physiognomy I've ever seen in my life. Brutal. So, but look at the current state of the MAGA movement. This is worse than I could try to give you, that I could try to preface it. Listen.
So I know Pastor Dice spoke about Officer Abdel Nabi a few moments ago. No, we're not booing him. We're not booing him. He's the officer that passed away here recently. So
this is a quote. They hear a name they can't understand. Abdul, this officer passed away. Boo! That's a foreign name. That sounds like Abdul. No. Don't boo him. This is a good guy, and it was a police officer. Do you see the cult? MAGA's a cult the same way the Goipers are a cult. Boo! Name weird. I don't like. Boo! And they're so brainwashed and in deep with this rhetoric that people on stage at a rally need to tell them, stop booing. This is not something bad.
And I asked if we had a moment of silence, and he said we had not. So I would like your indulgence for a moment of silence for Officer Austin.
Imagine being the guy giving a moment of silence after booing because you didn't understand the name.
Thank you.
Boo! It's embarrassing, bro. This is how bad it's getting. Here's Jigsaw. Okay, let's read this. Jigsaw says,
Boss all over America used to stockpile military-grade rifles, grenades, knives, and explosives to arm millions of military-aged Muslim men and illegal alien invaders. In Islam, the Prophet Muhammad's mosque, Masjid al-Nabawi, in Medina was built by Muhammad shortly after the Hijrah in 622 CE. Medina then served as the political and military base from which early Muslim parts.
imagine dozens of October 7th style attacks, communities, blah, blah, blah. Mark my words, start preparing by arming yourself and your family members. The irony here, Jigsaw, is that you can't even arm yourself. You are incapable of purchasing a weapon. You're telling people to prepare for a race war by arming themselves. You can't even arm yourself because you're mentally unfit, allegedly. The irony. Who are you to tell people to buy a gun when you are literally incapable of doing it? And look at the guy she brought on. When I saw this clip, I didn't watch it yet. I thought this guy here was a graphic of a shooter. I thought she was talking about this is the guest on her show. He's like this for like the first minute. Also, she puts the camera on her side because she's really insecure about her ugly face. Shout out to Parody Jeff. Shout out to you. Doing great work. Because he is making her so insecure with AI that she has to put the camera at the side of her face to hide her plastic surgery. She has so much Botox done that she can't speak properly, right? Or she got a nose job.
Now she talks like this all the time because the rhinoplasty messed up her nasal passageway.
And the Botox on her cheek is so egregious that even from a photo from the back, speaking of Zelensky, you can see the Botox from the front. No, this isn't Mike from the Matan Evans show. This is her guest.
You'll have millions of Muslim men, military age.
You'll have millions of military men
who are able to, go to war. And if these people are citizens or they're able to become citizens and they're able to
I'm
get
actually telling you, I am joking around, but this is why plastic surgery is horrible, because I'm not even just joking. She literally sounds like that because the rhino.
The surgery closes the passageways to your nasal, and they just constantly sound like this.
Girls with botched nose jobs all sound like that. That's why.
the access to firearms, right? That's even worse because then these people are going to be able to.
This is Jigsaw.
You want to play a game? Let's play a game. If you want to escape the cell, I'm gonna make you have to find the key and get rid of the contraption on your head. You want to play a game? Let's play a game.
Armed, and you know whether or not they're legally armed or not, and they're able to get weapons from the stockpiles that these mosques. I mean, 100%.
Isn't it funny too? This is how obvious the script is. You remember the video we saw in the beginning? You remember that trailer for Daily Wire's new movie? Look away from Mike's demonic face. They all look like this. It's the same physiognomy. She's saying that there's a stockpile of weapons in the mosques, right? Daily Wire just put out a trailer for a movie. I'm telling you, they get the script. Their movie trailer depicts the same thing that Loomer's talking about.
We
remember?
And serve Allah fought back against the Americans and the Zionists.
Oh, a stockpile of weapons in the mosque.
I've spoken to a lot of different intel officers, right? FBI, CIA. They 100%.
Of course you did, you fed.
I've spoken to a lot of FBI, CIA because I work with all of them.
You're just making... Okay, so there's overwhelming Israeli control and intelligence.
Percent know that these mosques are being used to stockpile weapons.
Someone said I walked away from my phone and I thought you were still mocking her. That's why it is funny. She does actually sound like the impressions.
Stockpiling grenades, stockpiling rifles, AR-15.
Who is this guy? Who is this guy? He has the same eyes. Aleister Crowley gets these eyes where one goes that way, one goes this way. Remember that scene from Goodfellas? One dog goes one way, one dog goes the other way. I can't even do it. This demon, who is this guy? Is he looking at the camera or Laura?
Handguns, knives, you name it, explosives. I guarantee you, you go into any mosque in America and you were to like rip up the floor panels or go into the safe room or go into the basement or go in the attic, you're going to find a stockpile of weapons. You are going to find weapons because that's what they're doing. They are preparing for war. This
would be good. Like, you know how they make fun of me because they say, oh, Sneako's looking for approval from his chat. Well, Sneako's reading his chat. Is he like a streamer? Yeah, I read the chat. But imagine if I was able to be this dude where I can keep one eye on the camera and one eye on the chat the whole time. Then I'd beat those allegations.
This is what the Quran instructs them and teaches them to do. And people will say, oh my God, she sounds like batshit insane.
So insane that you can't buy the weapons you're complaining about. I mean, this is obviously not true, but that's not even against the law. Like, you're allowed to purchase weapons in America. Unlike Jigsaw was mentally unfit. If those claims, which are so clearly false, are true, they're not even breaking a law.
She's saying sounds absolutely insane. No, this is what they do. This is exactly what they do. And if you don't...
Doesn't he look like a sleep paralysis demon?
Think that... If you just think that it's organic, that they're just running these Muslim candidates and they're trying to acquire political power in the swing states all across the country, on all sides of our country, and you haven't figured out yet that this isn't just an electoral strategy and a population replacement strategy, but it's also a warfare strategy. You better wake up. You better wake up because you're going to wake up one day and you are going to be under attack. And it's going to hit you.
Yeah, wake up, Goyam.
Wake up, Goyam. Start a race war so that we can expand Greater Israel.
Someone clip this. This is what the objective is. Why Ben Shapiro is promoting that terrible movie. Why Elon Musk tweeted Citizen Vigilante. Why Laura Loomer is talking about grenades under the floorboards in a mosque in America. Because they want the Christians, they want the Muslims to be fighting each other. This is why they get so upset about immigration that they cause in Europe. They just want the working class, they want the Goyim, the Far, to be fighting in Iran. Well, they expand, well, they grow. They'll get more power, the elite ruling class continues to get more money, more influence. They're rubbing their hands together. Rabbis in Israel will even admit it. they want more Mohammeds in Europe. Quote from Ben Gavir. Rabbis will say they want Christians and Muslims fighting. This is part of their end times prophecy. Because she's talking about the Quran, I'm going to tell you what rabbinic Judaism is about. This war is supposed to happen so
Interviewed
they
every
can create greater
nationality
from
religion, even rabbi, but not Quran alone. I wonder why.
But not Quran alone? You interviewed every nationality, even but not Quran alone. Do you think the Quran is a nationality? Do you want me to interview the Quran?
It's just going to completely blindside you or completely knock you over in shock and disbelief, and you are either going to survive or you are going to die, depending on whether or not you decide to take this threat seriously. I mean, Americans need to start stockpiling weapons. They need to start stockpiling ammunition. They need to start arming themselves. Because we are going to have a war one way or another with these people. I'm telling you, if civil war breaks out in this country, it is going to be between the Muslim and the non-Muslim.
Oh, okay, well, she's just saying it straight up. But it's coming. It's here. That's what they want. That's the next step. We got this earlier. Hassan's enemies. He even tweeted, Hassan said, judge me by my enemies. Dude, it's like this entire list is the same. It's the same. Funny how they kind of went full circle in a way. Here's John Fetterman. He looks like the orc, the troll in the dungeon in Harry Potter 2. Speaking of Jon Stewart.
Why does Israel get to decide?
Well, the defining question is, does Israel engage in a
Troll! There's a troll in the dungeon!
genocide?
Sorry, what do you say?
Does Israel engage in a genocide?
Yes.
In Palestine? Well, according to the people that define those things, yes.
Okay, well, and I strongly disagree with that. By definition, that wasn't a genocide. The Jewish community actually experienced
over 1,000 deaths since the ceasefire. He's speaking past tense, like blood isn't flowing through the streets of Gaza right now.
It's a true genocide for that. Now, if Israel's goal was to eliminate, as many Palestinians as possible, they could have accomplished that in a long time ago. For that, they were not engaging in a genocide.
Just because you're killing a group slowly doesn't mean you're not killing a group. Just because you could do it faster.
No. That was the terrible the collateral, of an urban war that forced Israel to fight behind because Hamas was holding their hostages and refused to disarm and send our people back home.
I think they've killed like 1,200 Palestinians since the ceasefire.
Yeah, and most of them were Hamas leadership, and I think that's necessary.
1,200 Hamas leaders.
When you have people that are responsible for organizing 10-7, and it's like I think it's entirely appropriate to eliminate them.
You see how the left and the right's the same? Does he ever speak about Pennsylvania? He's a senator in Pennsylvania, right? All he does is roll over backwards for Benjamin Netanyahu and the genocide. That's all he talks about. Imagine the blackmail they have on this troll. It must be the most disgusting. They have this guy on camera with an animal.
You say you want Muslim unity, but yet to interview Quran alone Muslims like Baba Shuaib.
Quran alone Muslims? Okay, just shut up. And here they are on the West Bank right now. That's how disgusting these people are. You're not doing enough. Look at IDF soldiers. Look, they hate people happy. There's a wedding in the West Bank. Look at the IDF harassing people, arresting children. Disgusting. It was really funny too. So this is Jonathan Greenblatt, head of the ADL. Look how upset he was at Abdullah Said winning the election in Michigan.
Jews across the state of Michigan are seeing the results come in from the Democratic primary. Throughout the campaign, ADL has called out nominee Abdul El Sayed for peddling in anti-Semitic tropes, saying things like the only reason that people support the state of Israel is money, or for campaigning with notorious bigot Hassan Piker. Campaign trail rhetoric and actions send clear signals about what a person believes and what a political party thinks is permissible. As ADL works to protect, advocate, and educate in order to serve the Jewish community, fight anti-Semitism and hate of all kinds, we will continue to call out politicians.
Nigga head look like an egg, bro. Nigga egghead green black. Egghead ADL. No one cares.
Parties that traffic in anti-Semitism, that dress up bigotry with the disguise of social justice. We are not going to stop. And we will keep calling on political leaders and candidates from both parties to reject anti-Semitism and to commit to combating it whenever and wherever.
Okay, yeah, and no one cares anymore. We reached the point where now this actually gives someone aura. If Greenblatt, if Pablo, if Shapiro, Jigsaw, these people are chipping out at you, people are going to start looking into you. If the ADL's against you, that means you're on the side of truth. They tried to use this rhetoric for so long. Anti-Semitism, Holocaust, bigot, Nazi. Now, when I hear someone get called a bigot by these people, I'm like, oh, I should look into this. And the masses are starting to see through it too. They overuse this card. And so they're going to need a new card. That's what you got to pay attention to, especially because they're trying to incite a race war. My predictions, they're going to ramp this up heavy. Obviously, this movie from Ben Shapiro, Matt Walsh's boss, is going to come out in September. They're going to stage a false flag attack to get Christians and Muslims fighting against each other. They need to. No one cares about October 7th. It doesn't hit. It's just not Hollywood enough. It's not dramatic enough. There's not enough cinema for October 7th. It doesn't bite the same way 9/11 does. So look at the way that Loomer is saying,
I talked to the FBI and the CIA. They're hiding grenades in the mosque.
They're going to stage a false flag attack. It's coming very soon, unfortunately. But this time around, I don't think people are going to fall for it the same way. You best believe I'm going to cover it extensively. Okay, Hikikichu responded to my take on Abdul Sayed. Let's see.
And so I don't agree with Sneeko that we should just see that, oh, they'll chimp out. Like, so what? Like, they'll chimp out, so what? And Sneeko, bro, you know, all people, you should understand the value of shifting the over to the okay? And that's something that some of your critics don't understand, okay?
I saw this clip already. I don't like the too many reactions on screen, so I'm not going to keep talking about this. Maybe I can speak to him about it. But overall, I think we got to take a win. Jonathan Greenblatt is upset, he's crying. AIPAC they're losing their minds because they can't keep buying elections. That's a good thing. Somebody that is not bought out gets elected, that's a good thing. Is he perfect? No. Let's focus on the good aspects of these wins, right? Rather than highlighting the things we disagree with, why don't we amplify what's good? Finally, we're seeing a Michigan primary where a non-AIPAC delegated candidate wins. Focus on the good stuff. It's not gonna, long process ahead, but it's gonna take a while. I'm surprised nobody said this to me. Nobody put this in the clip. Steiny was on Brad's pod 9 days ago. No one told me. And he's talking about Elon Musk calling for my deportation. What? Oh, Steiny. Oh, Steinberg.
Financially and just use-wise.
Yeah.
What?
I'm ready to just quit, dude.
No, dude.
You got me thinking about that.
Dude, no, dude. I blame the Nelk Boys for amplifying this podcast bro culture where it's, dude, Zin, dude, upper deckies, dude, bro, ice picks, dude, bro, dude. Type of 1 in chat if you're so sick. I love Brad, but the genre of podcasts where guys just get on a mic and say, dude, bro, dude, sick, bro, dude, upper decky, full send, dude. It's not even really Nelk's fault. It's kind of Joe Rogan's fault.
Because the other thing is, things move so fast. Like I did that podcast with Sneeko.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and I don't even know what the hell that turned into. You know, it's funny, when I showed up to that studio, I told him, he was like, hey, do you mind if I vlog it?
He does this thing where removes himself from the situation he created. He did this with Netanyahu. It's like, I don't regret doing the podcast with Netanyahu. He regrets the way it went. But I'm like, you are the one that made it go that way. You did it. You mean I regret how that went? That's like shooting someone in the face and saying, I regret the way that trigger was pulled. You pulled it. I regret the way it went. You interviewed me.
Yeah, bro, do your thing. And the studio head was like, yo, you can't bring in I vlog it. And I was like, yeah. You know, it's funny. When I showed up at that studio, I told him, he was like, hey, do you mind if I vlog it? And I was like, yeah, bro, do your thing.
No, I'm not vlog it. Record it for backup because you edit it and lie. Because when I say happy dad is boy slop, you cut it out. When you ask me a question and say, Seiko, are you a good representation of Islam? I say, are you a good representation of He cut out that. That's why I record. That's a vlog. To cut out your lies and just show the truth because you manipulate and you're probably paid.
And the studio head was like, yo, you can't bring in, I think he thought it was live maybe, but he was like, yo, you can't film it here. And I was like, yo, dude, can you please just allow him to?
What type of podcast studio has a policy where you can't film? I'm in a studio with cameras and you can't bring a camera? What is this?
I just had flown to New York.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, can you please just
Yo,
allow?
nigga, Steiny flew into New York City to get cooked. I forget about that too. Steiny flew to New York City to get fried. That's embarrassing, bro. You came all the way here, what, from LA, and just got barbecue, bro.
I'm just from here, like it's no big deal. And he's like, dude, like that's a crazy policy. Like we have a whole studio here. It's like, dude, just let it happen.
Dude.
And that, I think that really just set the tone because it made it really awkward in the beginning.
But like you were trying to set him up or some shit?
I didn't, dude, I don't even know. Just like that, but that's why it's like that kind of content is so.
What do you mean you don't know? You did. I ratioed his own podcast and he wasn't in the frame. You know what Steiny said? I don't want to be in the shot. Weird. He didn't want to be in the backup shot on a podcast that he's in. So okay, I'll just put the camera on me. I upload that because he lied. And I still ratioed him in views. It's embarrassing.
Like toxic and just like I don't even do that shit anymore.
But that's a complete niche, yeah. The politics shit is, it's win and lose. I mean, it's 50-50.
I know. It is 50-50.
You see how they only view politics and conversations about what's happening in the world as like Steiny only sees it from personal gain. It's 50-50 if I can win or not. So it's not about saying what's right. It's about how you could profit and how much prize picks money you can make from it. It's 50-50. Oh, this is toxic. They don't actually want to get to the truth. They just use this. They use a camera and a microphone to get clout and money and have enough to afford sections of the club and cocaine.
But it's also like, and I think I even like, I can tell, dude, like when Elon Musk like calls, like he's the richest guy in the world, as we know it on paper, super powerful. Like he calls for Sneako's deportation. Like I can tell he's affected by that.
Yeah.
Like that definitely fucks you up, and it definitely like is like, holy, like I'm really in this now.
Right. It's definitely
a lot of other people who watch Elon or it's domino effect are probably like, yeah, we agree, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't think
it probably
he was
radicalizes you more than anything too.
Probably put him in a difficult spot, but I was also just like, dude.
I
don't even know. I was just like,
I don't even know, dude. Like, I don't even like, dude. Like, what, dude? Like, what? Like, what, dude? Dude, it's like, dude, like Burger King, dude. Bro, like, dude, like, what? Dude, what? How do people listen to this? Come on, Rat Spot's really good, but like, this is brutal.
Kind of laugh at me like that, like impulse, like, all right, dude, I'm flying out there. It's just like,
yeah.
A week later, you're just like scrolling, you're like, oh, like people are going crazy both ways. Like, I don't know. It's nuts.
Oh, dude, it's like crazy. I'm like scrolling and I saw a clip and like, dude, it's like, whoa, it's like people are commenting, dude. Like,
content for you.
See, but then I do like John Kiriakou and I'm like, is this considered political or not? Like that, it's like, I just find it so interesting that a guy that like has all these CIA stories and he's just openly talking about stuff like this that is, it seems like it should be so confidential, right? And he shouldn't be able to, but he's very good at telling what he can and what he can't. Like he definitely hides a lot.
Dude, like my life's so hard. Like, I don't even know if I can podcast. It's like, oh, it's like so toxic. It's like, bro, clips, dude. Shut up. Just shut up. Shut up. How do these people have? Anyway.
Massive day for the unemployed. That's me.
Asmongold just finished all over himself. Asmongold has been banned on Twitch. What did bro even do? Let's check it out. This virgin just said, just because he's black. Okay, dude. All right, let's hear what this 57-year-old man said. Twitch, as usual, Dumpster Company didn't give an official statement on his ban, but people are speculating that this clip here caused it.
These people, they have kids with them. Well, then don't bring your kids. If you don't want to get shit, then don't bring your fucking kids. It's really simple. You mean you adults and deport the kids, right? Well, I'd whoever.
So here's the context. He's reacting to the Spain thing where a bunch of sneakos ran into the country.
Because if you don't do that, they'll use children and women as shields to get themselves over. And then they'll put more women and children at risk because they know that they can use them as collateral so they can get more of themselves over. That's the way it works. That's the way an animal thinks, and these people are animals.
He called families using children emotional blackmail and labeled migrants savages and animals and said lethal force would deter crossings into the Spanish enclave. I mean, that is a deterrent. Or you could just play them a Sneako VOD and then leave by their own volition. Asmongold's Frogan should have supported terrorism, then he'd be safe.
With more extreme measures for taking care of immigrants, where there would be a short-term amount of casualties for long-term safety and protection of the country's people, is that what's got him banned? Because he's willing to do extreme things in the short term to ensure the safety of our nation and our people from foreign invaders who shouldn't be there to begin with?
I don't think Asmongold was talking about the United States, dude.
To port the evil Zenless Zone Zero invaders from my Genshin Impact server. God damn it, they cannot take the thunder away from my beautiful anime girls.
They're savages. Absolute fucking savages. Hamas tactics, yeah, terrorists. Of course you don't want to do that. Doesn't mean you want to do it. But you have to do what you need to do in order to enforce your borders, man. Like, that's the way it is. People are too emotional to see that. Yeah, I mean, like, again, like, it's... You can't make decisions that way. And I understand the way that I talk about this might be a little bit extreme. It might be a little bit, you know, unemotional. I wish we had more people like me.
You said immigrant children need to get for crossing the border with their parents. I find it funny how the dude didn't mention that Asmongold said illegally because, you know, in the mind of a cuckoo leftist, everyone is legal. If borders don't exist, what happened to the Soviet Union? Hassan replied with the classic, Hitler dead, no hard R.
We're gonna keep bringing in immigrants in this country on purpose, just so they can f your sister.
Pipe down, Busta. You literally framed the 9/11 newspaper on your wall. Classic cornball millennial, 40 without children. Yowza. Then again, Asmongold is like 50.
We have good news on Friday. Asmongold has been banned on Twitch.
Guys, it's over. Decoy voice just flipped on Asmongold. It's like Pearl Harbor 2.0.
So if that's what he said, he deserved a perma-ban, not just a temporary 2-week slap on the wristband. Yeah, seriously, they need to just perma-ban him and get him out of here.
A lot of people were asking for a perma-ban, and even Sneako came in to defend Asmongold.
Asmongold got banned on Twitch. I don't think Asmongold should be banned on Twitch. I think I should be unbanned on Twitch. If he's gonna have this rhetoric, if he's gonna say that babies should get I believe in free speech. I don't think it's good that he's banned on Twitch. Some of you guys are saying W, but you know what his chud fans like him, these Redditors who wanted people because they're subhuman, because they don't know anything, and Elon Musk put a battery in their back, they're gonna think Asmongold's a martyr now. They're gonna think he's a hero now.
But again, Asmongold is talking in hypotheticals, right? Like, if the border was an open free-for-all, he's saying, you know, just open fire, undiscriminatory. He's basically saying he's okay with extreme measures being taken. While it is true that parents have responsibility for their children, like, you wouldn't want to bring your child to a Sneako BLM rally or something like that, right? Like, you don't want to put him in harm's way. It is an extreme position to hold, so I understand why Twitch is upset.
You present a very specific scenario, just into a crowd, and now there happen to be kids too. Of course, because that's the reality. Because if you have kids in the crowd, then kids are going to get in the crowd. Then you're going to use the emotional weight of the kids getting in the crowd as a justification to not crowds. But you think that in the crowds is the correct option, which means that you would be okay taking the risk of the kids, which means that the kids is somehow acceptable, which means that doing that is not a big deal, and you'd be okay with it as well.
It's like that bone gun from Doom, bro.
Actually, I don't care about feeling bad about the outcome at all. I care about feeling bad about that I did the wrong thing.
What he's saying at is he doesn't want the zombies getting into Alexandria, and they need to protect their walls in The Walking Dead, you know, by any means necessary. Hey, let's see what Reddit has to say about this. 3-day vacation? Yep, these suspensions don't mean anything. They just come back like nothing ever happened and continue on doing the same thing. Which doesn't have any real consequences, unless you're Hassan. Do they just do this annual ban for Asmund to force him to clean his house, bathe, and get a haircut?
Asmongold banned on Twitch? Wow. I feel like Twitch is just super biased and they just don't like him. The leadership there doesn't like him. They don't align with his politics, even though what he says is not very controversial now. They have favorites like Hassan, like Extra Emily, and when those guys do absolutely heinous shit or terrible things, they barely get banned at all. Maybe like a 1 day or something, and then someone like Asmongold will just get banned for jack.
You don't gotta be a Hassan fan to admit that what Asmongold said was extreme, like Asmund himself admitted that. But this is Twitch we're talking about, for crying out loud. It'd be more shocking if he wasn't banned for this. You know what I'm saying? It's a dying, dwindling platform run by a literal boomer gooner. Like, how are we shocked that he's banned for this? All he needs to do is change the flag in his background to get an unban.
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
Care what your political leaning is? I think we can all agree that this was a bit much. Okay? Like at bare minimum, this was a bit much. Do I think this was a bannable offense? Yes. Hey, brother, you lost me the moment you said no, women and children. Oh well. Like, dog, what?
It's like a thought experiment. He was saying that the ends justify the means.
People are too emotional to see that. You can't make decisions that way.
Deep down, I don't actually think Asmongold believes it. He's just using this as an extreme example against suicidal empathy. I mean, using extremes to get your point across is one thing, but you know, when the extreme is literally children, people aren't gonna listen. Like, I'm sure everyone can agree that illegal immigration is bad and, you know, enforce the border. Banned for telling the truth because he's moderately right-wing. But if you electrocute your dog, commit crimes on stream, or celebrate 9/11, nothing happens to you. Twitch, your bias is obvious.
They have forced our hand to do something truly barbaric. It is not because we want to. It's because these people have forced us to do this. Otherwise, the sovereignty of our nations will be completely dismantled.
Who's they? They/them?
Some of my best friends are trans.
Because if you don't do that, they'll use children and women as shields to get themselves over.
I wonder where he got that talking point from. Human shields. Where did he find that before?
He works for the most moral army.
And the Muslims are the problem.
I am not opening that can of worms. I want my $7,000.
This is Tel Aviv.
You're ignoring how the sausage is made because you don't want to feel bad about the outcome.
So pretty much Asmongold would just end Attack on Titan as soon as the rumbling started.
All I'm saying is don't pull the kids aside if you had a choice. I don't think they should pull them aside.
Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments, because oh boy, this one's a hoot and a holler.
But you have to do what you need to do in order to enforce your borders, man. Like, that's the way it is. People are too emotional to see that. Yeah.
let's cover the major events from today.
Yeah, defeating Congresswoman Haley Stevens, now setting his sights on the midterm election this fall, where he'll face Republican Mike Rogers. Here's a look at the results in that Democratic primary. Dr. Abdul Al-Sayed getting just over 48% of the vote. Haley Stevens getting 47%. It was a tight race. And look at this, Mallory McMurrow, who had suspended her campaign weeks ahead of the election, still received 4% of the vote as well. Dr. Al-Sayed greeting his supporters this morning at the Spirit of Detroit alongside McMurrow, who actually officially endorsed him.
Someone in the chat said Mexican streamer got shot. I immediately thought Pablo Fuentes. I remember I saw the video. A Mexican kid streamer, yeah. Rest in peace.
And introduced him. The race remained close throughout election night. Al-Sayed holding a narrow lead overnight, but wasn't declared the winner until this morning. Stevens called Al-Sayed to concede and in a statement said she would back the campaign. The race had become contentious at times with policy Today, Dr. Al-Sayed had this message to Stevens' Jewish supporters.
To my Jewish American sisters and brothers,
so this is the annoying humiliation ritual that everybody's gonna have to deal with. Like Mom Donnie has to do this almost every speech. He has to talk about Jews every single speech. The first thing that Fox shows, what did he say about the Jews? Why is this the first thing they cover?
Just indelible memories of this campaign will have been the opportunity to break bread with you at Seder, to worship with you at Shul, to be embraced by you. And listening to sisters and brothers who said, you know, I want to join this movement because AIPAC doesn't speak for me. Because I understand that self-determination for one people does not require the quenching of self-determination for another people. That unless all of us are free, none of us are free. I want to tell you the great gift that you've given me. And to all of my sisters and brothers of the Jewish faith, or any faith at all, or no faith at all, I want you to know that my commitment to your safety, my commitment to Jewish safety, is the same.
Mom Donnie said the same thing. This is a page from Mom Donnie's book, The Safety for the Citizens. Smart.
Commitment that I have to the safety of my own daughters.
Meantime, Mike Rogers responding to Al-Sayed's victory, saying in a statement, quote, Abdul doesn't represent a vision for the future. He's leading a movement grounded in ideological fanaticism. His agenda would make our communities less safe and our state less affordable, end quote. Joining us now live via Zoom, we welcome the Democratic nominee for U.S. Senate, exclusively here at 5, Dr. Abdul Al-Sayed. And Dr. Sayed, it's good to see you. The last time we talked was on the debate stage here at Fox 2. And here you are as a victor. Your thoughts moving forward into tonight and into the rest of the race?
I got it. Mashallah. I'm starting to I can make a distinction between Adams now. I can just tell by the way he looks.
Well, Roop, it's an honor to be with you again. An honor to speak with the viewers of your channel, and grateful to be able to speak as the Democratic nominee for U.S. Senate here in Michigan. We've got an opportunity in this race to continue to build forward, to get money out of politics, put money in pockets, and pass Medicare for all. If you, like me, believe that gas shouldn't be so expensive, that groceries should be more affordable, that you should be able to see a doctor in the richest, most powerful country in the world, and that your taxes should be spent on you and your kids instead of sent somewhere else to fight wars or do even worse things, I hope that you see a future in this movement. We know that it's been a contentious primary, so I'm reaching out to anybody who supported us or didn't support us to come join this movement to build a Michigan where our politics are focused on we the people rather than on the corporations and the special interests who dominate Mike Rogers and have dominated our politics for far too long.
Dr. Al-Sayed, I heard you talk a moment ago about your Jewish brothers and sisters, as you said. And
oh my God. It's great. Like, they also just prove how much control they have. Like, you know what? It's so funny too. Ever since the A24, thanks for thinking this up, Muti. The A24 4 years ago, working on this political campaign, it was insane and it was a crazy conspiracy theory to say that Jews had overwhelming control of America. Whoa, whoa, oh my God! Whoa. 4 years later, everyone knows it now. And they were afraid of getting that information out there before. Now they've become arrogant about it. So I saw it straight up. I was one of the main people involved in that shift, where it went from being something insane to then people understanding it and then people just accepting it. And I think even the people in charge are like, They're fine with it? Whoa. I think they realize that they don't need to hide that information. It can be readily available and nothing will happen.
There are many Democrats at this hour who, as you see on social media and elsewhere, are very concerned about the direction of the party under your leadership as a Senate candidate. And the reason is because of some of the supporters you've surrounded yourself with and who have surrounded themselves with you. What do you tell someone who sees a Hassan Piker show up here in Detroit at a pool party and says, wait a minute here, I thought Dr. Abdul El-Sayed was for all of us. What do you talk about when we see those followers?
Well, I'm grateful for the majority of Democratic voters who gave us their vote, but I also know that there is a large minority who didn't. And what I'll tell you is that my job is to reach out to as many people as I possibly can to have a conversation about who we are and who we want to be. Now, just because you might campaign with somebody doesn't mean that you underwrite everything that they've said. But I do think it's important for us to be reaching out to folks who can get access to a number of voters who might be thinking in different ways about where we want to go. We're building a broad-based tent movement to get money out of politics, put money in pockets, pass Medicare for all. And I know that there are a lot of different conversations that need to be had. So, you know, on the one hand, I might go on Fox News and talk to Fox and Friends, even if I might disagree with what those hosts say, because I know there might be someone there in the audience who might agree with me, and I want to make sure that they've heard my message. Similarly, I'm reaching out to all kinds of podcast hosts and streamers to have those conversations. I think that's how democracy is supposed to work. And I remember coming through the early 2020s when we were talking about cancel culture.
In USA dollar fin, do renewables, tech China, invest in tech USA, invest in Z-Wars.
Did you just put in random words in ChatGPT and put that in the TT? What? Did you just say a bunch of words?
I'm saying maybe we don't want to do that because democracy is about the conversations we share. But I want to assure anybody and everybody that we have an opportunity to come together around building a place of Michigan of ours that is more safe, more secure, more empowering of all people. And that's my commitment as your next U.S. Senator.
Dr. El-Sayed, Mike Rogers is getting ready. You know, the joke is that he was sitting back eating popcorn watching you and Congresswoman Stevens fight it out, and now he's ready for his own fight. Moving forward here, your message to Republican voters who may not be happy with some of the directions of our country and internationally, perhaps the war in Iran, gas prices, the price of living, but they still don't see eye to eye with someone who they see as too progressive. What do you tell them about the vote between Mike Rogers and Dr. El-Sayed?
If you're frustrated about the fact that Donald Trump told you that he wasn't going to take you to wars we didn't need to be fighting, and now that we're in a war in Iran, you're paying more for gas than you've paid in a very long time. If you're frustrated by the fact that DTE gets to charge you more in our state than they ever have before, raising our prices faster than in 46 other states over the past 20 years. If you're frustrated by the idea of a data center in your backyard, if you're frustrated by the fact that your groceries are too expensive, I'm the only candidate in this race who's not bought off by big corporations. I'm not asking corporations for their corporate checks so that I can turn around and do their bidding, which is exactly what Mike Rogers has done. This is a guy who voted to raise prescription drug prices I don't know how many times. So I'm hoping that you'll support me because, look, we got an opportunity to break the system of politics that has corporations buying politicians to do their bidding instead of ours. We've got to make sure we return government to the people, of the people, by the people, and this is what that is what this campaign is all about.
Dr. El-Sayed, I know you've mentioned you want to do debates. I just want to